close to Dani Olmo. That's a sloppy one.
And straight to the man you'd least want it to fall to in Lamine Yamal. Here's Rashford fed by Pedri. Ferran Torres! Paris wait for the flag. They hope for an offside decision in their favour, but Vitinha's concession of possession. Not often a goalkeeper who faces a barrage at home, culpable for the winning goal. Nuno Mendes, another buccaneering run, and it's worked its way through to Mayulu, who scores! Just the response that Paris were looking for. And is it going to be a case of history repeating? And Jontu feeding Vitinha. They're still looking for that window of opportunity as we head towards stoppage time, and they've got it here. Gonzalo Ramos! Well, they strike in lethal fashion. Hansi Flick.
Le champion d'Europe en titre compte bien capitaliser sur l'exploit de son gardien. Barcola presse, Mamadou Sarr qui dégage dans l'attaquant, ça se transforme en passe décisive pour Seny Mayulu. Le contre-pressing cher à Luis Enrique est efficace et en un éclair, Paris prend les commandes de la rencontre. Mamadou Sarr s'est laissé piéger. Les hommes de Gary O'Neill sont loin de se décourager après l'ouverture du score. Au contraire, à l'image de cette action fantastique, Chilwell est touché et centre pour Gueladoué qui égalise. Dépassement de fonction des deux latéraux pour que Strasbourg recolle immédiatement. Un vrai but d'attaquant pour Gueladoué. Il a poursuivi son effort. Dans cette infériorité numérique booste les joueurs de la capitale. Kanginli au départ, super ballon pour Zaïre Emery qui regarde ses solutions au centre. Doué dans l'axe, Nuno Mendes au second poteau. C'est le Portugais qui surgit et Paris repasse devant. Comme sur le but de Strasbourg, Paris repasse devant grâce à ses deux latéraux. Zaïre Emery repositionné à droite après le rouge.
Found beautifully, and his flick deflects neatly into the pass of Mayulu. His first involvement. Desiré Doué across. Rossi with the touch. Well, he may not have been involved much, but he's made a telling contribution. He spread it to Desiré Doué, and first time it looked like it marked Jorginho against Safonov. The skip, the jump, the equaliser. Expertly taken as he sent Safonov the wrong way. Cruz up against Safonov, and he smashes in. No wonder they cheer. His first penalty. He steps up again here in Qatar. The Portuguese against Rossi. This time he makes no mistake. Only about keeping Flamengo on an upward trajectory. The left foot of the Spaniard, but it's stopped by Safonov. On his right foot. Oh, he's played it over the bar. Pedro steps up to the plate. Didn't really have a sniff since coming off the substitutes bench. And he's been denied by Safonov. Well, he thinks the Russian came off his line. They will check a sixth title in 2025. No problem. At least not from the spot from the Portuguese wing back. Oh, he's fired it straight to Safonov, who stood tall, who stood firm. And Paris Saint-Germain are on the cusp of winning the FIFA Intercontinental. He steps up. Oh, Rossi with a huge hand in keeping Flamengo alive. To net here or Paris Saint-Germain are going to win the trophy. Matvei Safonov, the hero, undisputed, and the Russian has gifted Paris Saint-Germain their first.
Il sort pas devant Zahir Emery, la frappe et l'ouverture du score du Paris Saint-Germain. Mais que s'est-il passé défensivement sur cette action?
Il doit avancer pour lui fermer le... Surtout qu'il n'y a personne au centre.
Allez, il faut accélérer, faut la mettre à signé Alfonso Moreira. On a puni le PSG comme le PSG nous avait puni sur l'ouverture du score. Eh bien c'est Alfonso Moreira, il n'arrête plus de nous surprendre. Des solutions.
Oh, il y a faute, il y a faute, il y a faute.
Pas faute, c'est pas sifflé, ça fait 2-1. Il siffle pas faute, monsieur.
Ah, c'est incroyable.
Non mais là,
qu'il arrête là.
C'est trop. Comment Vitinha? Et il lui prend le sort jeu, les Maitland-Niles, le lob.
Oh, elle est belle.
C'est magnifique.
Oh oui,
le premier but de la saison d'Aisley Maitland-Niles. Il joue ailier droit ce soir, mais il a mis un but d'avant-centre. Quelle lucidité, quelle course et quelle précision.
On avait dit que...
Ce corner, ce sera sortant. Ils ont du monde les Parisiens. Et le but sur corner.
Là, il est tout seul. Après, il est très bien tiré, très tendu.
Et il est tout seul.
To the back post, Koromani back in the middle. Charlison is there, that's a good goal. That's a really well worked goal, and Tottenham lead in the 35th minute. Super goal. Chantu. Tina's there again, this time he buries it. It's 1-1 just before the break. Crucial time for Paris Saint-Germain to level.
Well, I said earlier, Spurs had retreated.
High delivery this time, looking for Richarlison around the back post. He got the touch on Gray, it's off the line, and then thumped in. Tottenham lead, saw from close range. Oh, it's kind of very quick to come out at him, especially Romero. Coutinho, oh, he's done it again. Second time in the game, Coutinho's pulled. Looks risky, played out by Romero. It's a chance for PSG and absolutely buried. Fabian Ruiz made Tottenham pay. Sloppy, playing out from the back. And a swing away from the corner kick. It's loose and it's buried. It's another one. Paco up from the back. There, gave it away. Moani. He's driven in another. What an extraordinary game. PSG 4, Tottenham 3. And get his hat-trick. Wrong foot, Vicaria. Paris Saint-Germain get a 5th goal.
Hakimi, travail de pressing des champions de France. Paixão, étourdi par le bleu qui l'entoure, donne le ballon plein axe à Vitinha. Le Portugais en profite et sert sur une touche Ousmane Dembélé. Le talent de l'attaquant fait le reste. Lob astucieux pour tromper le gardien argentin. Déjà buteur l'an dernier face à Monaco à Doha. Et conclut sans sourciller. Celui qui a déjà marqué 4 fois sur pénalty en championnat permet aux Olympiens de recoller à 15 minutes de la fin. Il est parfait. Pacho, sous pression, marque contre son camp. Malheureux, l'Équatorien obligé d'intervenir, mais Pacho intervient sur le crochet du Gabonais. Marseille qui cède à son tour à la désorganisation. Vitinha en position de quarterback. Voit l'appel de Bradley Barcola qui remet en retrait d'une tête inspirée dans la course de l'entrant Gonzalo Ramos. Le Portugais rate rarement ce genre d'opportunité. Remise.
This is a different kind of exercise. PSG first up then with Gonzalo Ramos. And Gonzalo Ramos scores with plenty of conviction. Against Chevalier. O'Reilly, not much of a run-up. Terrific save by Chevalier. Well, the PSG goalkeeper went the right way and he's made a super... Marseille need Geronimo Rulli to produce. Coutinho takes a strong run-up and just about squeezes it in. Rulli got a hand to it, maybe even two hands. But PSG are two up. To do. It's Ahmed Traoré to take. Traoré steps up and again Chevalier has saved it. It's disaster for Marseille, but Lucas Chevalier. Mendes for 3-0. PSG have got one hand on the trophy here. To take and to try to get Marseille on the score sheet. Rio does the job, not over just yet. Make the save. Otherwise this contest is over. Doué steps up and Desiré Doué wins the Trophée des Champions for Paris Saint-Germain. 4 penalties out of 4 and the serial trophy winners have done it again. They win.
Long diagonal from Vicario, and it's bouncing dangerously and off the bar and in! Spurs in front! Mickey van der Ven was quickest to react, and Tottenham Hotspur have the lead against all-conquering Paris Saint-Germain. And they've not picked up at the far post, and it's in for a second for Spurs. Christian Dembele, great ball, well defended by Romero. Turned around the corner by Vitinha, and that's a good try and an excellent goal to breathe life. Hakimi tickled on for Dembele, dangerous ball, it's in! Paris level! What a turnaround from the... And has only just come onto the pitch. Solanke steps up first against Lucas Chevalier, and Solanke, great penalty. No rustiness there from Spurs centre forward. Terrific strike from Solanke. Small run-up. Portugal against Spain in the Nations League final. Can he do it in the Super Cup? Vitinha. Oh, it's wide! Sent Vicario the wrong way, but sent the spot kick the wrong way. Join Spurs from that club. Can he do the business for them on Italian turf here? Bentancur against Chevalier. Brilliant penalty again. 2 really authoritative strikes from Spurs, and they have the ascendancy in the shootout. Oh, this is terrific. Thumping penalty. Another who scored his in the shootout at Liverpool in March. Ramos, straight down the middle, and it does the job for Paris Saint-Germain, and he has a couple of words for the Spurs fans behind that goal. So Van der Ven, who opened the scoring to keep Spurs in the driving seat. Van der Ven saved! Chevalier down to his left and gets the right contact on it. To take, who is seen as the favourite to win the Ballon d'Or. Can he win the battle with Vicario? He can. Elegantly swept home by Ousmane Dembele, and we're all square. Conventional run-up. Looks as though he may have been taking it. Matisse Tell stops and puts it wide. Well, Chevalier had gone the wrong way, but Tell didn't make anything of the 25 yards out. Can he deliver from 12 yards here? Lee Kang-in sends it in, and Paris are within touching distance now of the Super Cup. Imposed penalty. Alive in the Super Cup. Pedro Porro scores quite brilliantly. Shrugged off all the pressure there, Porro. And now Paris have to do the business themselves to get over the line. Mendes for Luis Enrique's side. Looks like a short run-up. Mendes scores, and Paris win the Super Cup. The Champions League winners are victorious against the Europa League victors, and they have shown the spirit and quality of all conquering champions here. Up against it, off colour.
Mendes puts the ball in, what a good delivery, and PSG have the lead. William Pancho's header into the net. Garcia is good enough. Leverkusen are level, and nobody could have predicted how that would have come about. Doué, Kvaratskhelia. Back with Desiree Doué! And PSG are back with the lead. It's back to him, and it's in for three. Hakimi's going into the box. He wasn't needed. It's 4-1. It's a quite wonderful. You're motoring and playing it through, and what a chance this is, which is taken, of course it is, by Nuno Mendes. Algerian teenage talent who we might well see at the World Cup. We should. That's a good effort. That's a brilliant effort. Nonchalantly dispatched by Alish Garcia. Well, he's made it 5-2. It's a superb goal that's almost got an air of some return from injury. PSG have 6. Dembele and Vitinha again. This time he'll shoot, and he'll smash in a 7th.
Premiers instants, le PSG monopolise le ballon et dicte le rythme du match. Barcola est trouvé et décide de percuter. 1-2 avec Désiré Doué. Barcola jaillit plus vite que ses adversaires. Ouverture du score parfaitement construite par la jeunesse parisienne. Sur ce mouvement d'école, Barcola retrouve s'appuie sur sa qualité de centre et celle de son buteur Joaquin Panicelli. Sur la première véritable opportunité de son équipe, l'Argentin inscrit son 6e but cette saison. Il gagne son duel avec Zabarni et place Paris joue avec le feu un peu avant la pause. Doué perd un ballon dans une zone dangereuse. Diego Moreira est à la récupération. La balle arrive dans les pieds de Barco, dont la sublime louche retrouve Diego Moreira. Strasbourg refroidit le Parc des Princes avec un but sublime. Sur cette action, Doué est coupable d'avoir joué un peu trop relâché cette relance. Diego Moreira joue bien le coup et retrouve son coéquipier, toujours aussi clinique dans les derniers mètres. Après son doublé contre Angers, Panicelli récidive et n'est pas le meilleur buteur de Ligue 1 pour rien. Contre toute attente, Paris est mené 3-1 sur sa pelouse. Il en a la responsabilité. Ramos s'élance et Ramos relance Paris. Le PSG n'a plus qu'un but de honte à la 79e minute. Tanguy voit le déplacement dans la zone libre de l'entrant Seny Mayoulou, qui égalise en 2 temps. Paris accrocheur revient à hauteur grâce à son très jeune joueur. Mayoulou marque son 9e but toute compétition confondue avec le PSG.
away. Adingra gets it wide to Caio Henrique, and Monaco have the lead inside a minute. Balogun heads Monaco in front. Balogun with a little layoff, and Balogun now with a run on goal, and the finish. Incredible. Anderson went to ground, but there's no foul being given, and João Neves is trying to create here. Barcola hurdling one challenge, finding Doué, who scores. João Neves, and space here for Desiré Doué. That's a good hit, well saved. Hakimi from the rebound, 2-2. Well, it's a brilliant finish from Hakimi. And the champions of Europe have turned adversity into power.